time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast, so don't get her pissed. Jason talks like a spaz, and he loves to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ show.
Well, here we go. We got a short week, y'all. 4 days. That's all we got to crank through. So I love 3-day weekends. How's your Memorial Day? Was it all good?
Yeah, it was fun.
That's cool.
We did a lot of boating. I felt like, oh my gosh.
Oh, you did?
So much boating on Saturday and then boating on Sunday.
Really? Where did you go boating, and whose boat were you on?
So Saturday, it was Magnolia's boaty birthday.
Okay, that's cool.
And we took a bunch of her little girlfriends to Peanut Island.
Okay.
The girls snorkeled. Some of them had never snorkeled Peanut Island before, so that was cool.
Okay, that is cool, yeah.
We got yelled at by the lifeguard. That was
good.
fun, yeah.
That's standard. Okay.
Then on Sunday, we did like the Jupiter thing up there by Cato's Bridge.
Okay,
and the
yeah.
Sandbar in Jupiter.
All right. Oh, that's cool stuff.
Yeah.
Good for you. A very boaty weekend.
Monday,
huh?
we just laid.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
After you've been out in the sun on the boat for 2 days, I mean, it just sucks the life out of you.
It does, yeah. Yeah, boating, that's the one thing. It'll mess you up.
And the sun.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, kind of like my little hack, if you're like me and you're pretty much landlocked, you got no boat action going on. I went to the Sailfish Marina. Like, I haven't been there in a while. They put a new tiki bar out there. I guess new as of like 6 months ago.
It's
but
gorgeous.
I thought it was
lawn
great.
outside.
Yeah.
They built a bar out there, and then
Yep.
there's a lawn on the other side. Mm-hmm. It's really nice.
Yeah, it's one of those places I think unless you're a local, you really probably wouldn't know about it. But, I mean, it's got a great view of Peanut Island and a cool little place to hang out and get a drink.
And they keep pumping money into making it look great.
Yeah.
Which you always have to appreciate.
That was kind of cool. It's hard to find like great places to have a cocktail and some food on the water around South Florida anymore. So that's a good little spot to check out.
Yeah.
How'd your weekend go, Jay Bird?
It was all right.
Yeah, okay.
It was
all right?
Yeah, I'm in the middle of moving, so that's kind of, unfortunately, a lot of my time is putting stuff in boxes and getting ready to get the big move going.
When does that happen officially?
As soon as all of the paperwork is cleared, I have to have a sit down with the HOA. I have to get an interview with them, and as soon as all that's
really?
done, then they have to look at the unit to make sure it is up to date. And then at that point, it can be up to 10 to 15 days. I'm hoping it goes a lot quicker.
Okay.
So I can just take a box, walk it over. Take another box, walk it over.
That's
Yeah,
how
because
you're
he's
doing.
literally moving like just across the street.
Well, I timed it out. It takes me 2 minutes and 40 seconds to walk to.
Okay.
That's how close I'm moving.
wow.
Yeah.
It's pretty much about the same layout
It's the
and
same
design.
It's the same exact layout but reversed.
Okay.
So if you watch a Weird and Whatever podcast, you'll notice Denny's is always on my right. Now Denny's is going to be on my left.
That's going to mess you up when you come home after drinking.
Oh yeah.
Walking into walls.
Yes.
Expecting your bathroom to be there. And
You're going to get out of bed and slam into a wall.
Yeah.
You're probably right, honestly. I get tricked pretty easy.
yeah. Better be careful. You might want to pee in your bed or something.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it could be all kinds of stuff. So there you go. Hopefully you guys had a good weekend. We'll get you caught up with everything that's going on here this week. 4 days. We're going to start off right now.
Want to see what Virginia looks like on camera? And Kevin and Jason? YouTube.com/KVJ Show.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What you got in your mind today, Jay Bird?
Well, I'm thinking about ghosts and ghost activity, and I know a lot of people think I'm just talking about this stuff to get attention, but y'all, there is something going on in my townhouse right now, and I think I know.
Good thing you're moving.
Well, I think that's why it is going down, because I am moving. When we started our podcast on Saturday morning, Vicky, our psychic, said, Jay Bird, I feel something that keeps tapping on me, and I feel like it's grabbing on me. And I will say the entire weekend I had stuff going on at my townhouse that was odd. I couldn't explain it. It was, my cabinets were open at times where I know for a fact I did not open them. I'm the only one there. My figures were being knocked down. They have not been knocked down. I told you a while ago about those that doll that kept falling. These are little figures. They're very secure. They were falling all weekend, and every single time I tried to fall asleep this weekend, I literally felt something grabbing me and trying to yank me out of my sleep, and it did. I barely slept all weekend because I kept on going under, and then something would rip me out. And we were talking about possibly one of the reasons why something like that could be going on is because I'm moving. I'm changing everything up. If I do have spirits, whether you believe in that stuff or not, they are noticing all of this activity and they are messing with me. Thoughts?
Well, will the spirits cross the street with you?
Probably.
Short walk, yeah.
It's a short walk, 2 minutes. It's nothing.
That's actually
It's not like they're busy.
I mean, they can float over there in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I know you're mocking me, but it's a great question.
Do they have good ghosts moving in storage?
That's pretty funny.
It's good. No, it's a good joke.
very funny.
I think it's very funny.
Good ghost moving in storage.
But to answer your question, you can move from one place to another and have ghosts stay on you and attach with you. Some people believe there's a little girl attached to me.
Interesting.
Yes.
All right, Moby.
Okay. You hear this, Kev? Do you think it's all just coincidence? I'm just a madman.
I go with Vicky. What she says. I don't know anything about that kind of stuff. Who knows? That's crazy.
Yeah, it's been a
Talk
weird.
to the expert, not me.
It's been a weird weekend. I tell you what, man.
There's weird things that happen, too, to your sleep when you're drinking. So
I only drank I didn't drink all week. I didn't do what you did. I didn't drink all weekend.
I didn't drink all weekend.
Okay. I only drank on Friday.
I wish I would have drank more, actually. But that's a bad thing about, like, if you drink, that it really messes with your sleep.
But I would agree with you, but that wasn't the issue for this. Mm-hmm. I mean, Saturday night, Sunday night, I didn't drink. Same thing happened.
Okay.
It feels like someone's yanking me, hands on me. I know.
Do you have a housewarming party for the ghosts when they get over to your new crib, or how does that work?
I will.
Maybe you have a ghost stalker.
Maybe. I don't know, man, but it was a weird weekend. I couldn't explain a lot of it. I think it's because I'm moving.
Okay. What you got on your mind today, Virginia?
Well, I have on my mind, actually, sorry, you made me lose my train of thought. The SeaWorld. Remember when they said, we're getting rid of the orcas, that's it, like, there are no more orcas, we're not going to have any new ones.
I thought that was the case, yeah.
Oh, SeaWorld is dead. I'm like, they're just going to die. No one's going to go anymore. Mm-hmm. But they did something so brilliant. Did you see SeaWorld teamed up with Sesame Street?
Okay.
And they have got a whole, like, Sesame Street rides, interactive village. They built a Sesame Street at SeaWorld.
Oh, that's smart, yeah.
And I was like, wow, that's how you fix the orca problem. Rocco saw it. He's like, I want to go there. Like,
okay.
That's how you fix the problem with the whales and the orcas and the whole bad press of them killing people.
Yeah.
Ain't no Muppets killing people. You build Sesame Street.
Yet. I got my eye on that Oscar the Grouch. Just a matter of time before he drags a kid into that trash can and they got a scandal.
If there's going to be any kind of bad, it's going to be from Snuffy.
Snuffleupagus.
Snuffy's on the edge.
I think so. Yeah, no, it is smart.
Super smart.
Yeah, in fact, coming up here in a second, I might give you a little. I was reading an article on kind of like some price-saving hacks for the Orlando theme parks. I know this is going to be a week. Probably a lot of people are even, if you're like us, like my kid's got a birthday coming up, so we haven't been for years and years and years. And so we thought, hey, why don't we go check it out? So we're kind of putting that together. But if you haven't gone in a while, you may forget kind of the ins and outs of how to do things. And so this article I was reading was just kind of like some recommendations on how to save some money. So probably a lot of people are going to be thinking through that. What I got on my mind here, I do not like the thing that's going on with straws in America. I mean, we got to just figure this thing out. It's really asinine and ridiculous. I went yesterday and I got myself a smoothie, and this is what I didn't get. They gave me a plastic cup, but they're like, for the environment, we're going to give you a paper straw. I'm like... Okay, I'm confused here, right? Okay, so why, if we're trying to get rid of plastic, why am I drinking, flip it around.
It doesn't make any sense.
Can you give me a paper cup and a plastic straw? I mean, because, at the end of it all, like, what's going to be more plastics? Like, it seems like it'd be less plastic to make the straw, and those paper straws are not functional for smoothies. I'm sorry. Like I almost popped both my eyeballs out of my sockets.
And if you go to a restaurant and they don't give you a straw and then you got to put your lips on the glass, I'm not down with that anymore. I can't do it.
Yeah,
You need a
it's
straw.
creepy. You need a straw, but these paper straws are not cutting it. So now what?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I'll tell you what. Like, if you go to like the Whole Foods, they've got conveniently right there. They're selling like these glass straws now that you can buy for an additional like $6.
Oh.
So yeah, so that's the whole racket they've got. Okay, we're doing the whole thing like, okay, this is all for the environment. Here's your plastic cup, your paper straw. Oh, but you can buy a glass one for $6. It's everything is being done wrong.
Do you get skeeved out when you're at a restaurant? There's no straw and you have to put your lips on a glass?
Yes, it does.
It skeeves me out
I don't
too,
know.
man.
It shouldn't, because
It
it should be
should.
a clean glass.
No,
and we
no.
should be fine.
That's assuming that every restaurant cleans their glasses properly, and they do not.
I've had that happen once before. I'm like, I just caution to the wind. I just grabbed it and took a drink, and I looked down. I'm like going, I don't remember wearing lipstick.
Oh.
And then that's where you're like, what do you know? I haven't worn lipstick for a while.
Technically, could you get a cold sore from putting your lips on another glass if it's not clean well? If someone had a cold sore, they put it on there, it's not clean, and then you use it?
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, they do rinse them off. I think sometimes the problem with the lipstick, and I know because I wear lipstick, some of these lipsticks now are super strong. They're like paint. I'll go to scrub
Yeah.
lipstick off of my glasses at home, and I got to put a little elbow grease into it because these lipsticks are like low-grade paint.
Well, I mean, everyone's talking about the Hep A. Hep A's gotten a resurgence here, it seems like. Can you get something like that from a dirty glass?
Good question.
So I put this up on my Twitter to vent. A lot of people are having some problems with the paper straws. Nobody seems to like these things. But there's really no suggestion other than just going back to it. I mean, to me, the first step would be let's flip it around. Give me paper cups, plastic straw. That to me is
Because the amount of plastic it takes to make the straw is way less than the amount of plastic it takes to make the cup.
just seems like basic common sense, doesn't it? Somebody else is saying, oh, you got to get one of those reusable steel straws. But then what? So I always have to now travel everywhere I go because that sometimes happens. You're like going, hey, I'd like a beverage. I didn't plan on having a beverage. Oh, what do you know? I don't have my reusable steel straw in my back pocket.
Steel straw is better than glass straw. I don't think that's a good idea at all.
I agree with you. That's what I
Glass
say.
straw, it just sounds like I'm going to be stabbing myself sometime
Yeah.
in the very near future.
Gotta feel the steel, baby.
Yeah.
You carry steel around with you.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what it was. That's not realistic. I'm not carrying
No,
a steel
that's
straw
awful.
around with me. And you're right, a glass straw. I put that in my back pocket. I sit down at breaks.
Snap.
No, I got like glass shards in my tuchus. I'm like, it's just nothing is working out here. So I think honestly, it's back to the drawing board. If we think we figured this whole thing out and we saved planet Earth because of paper straws, I say think again.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
We were just talking about SeaWorld a second ago, Virginia, and we have got some tickets to go check out SeaWorld. All this week.
Really?
That's right.
They must be doing a marketing blitz that includes radio giveaways. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's what I saw. I saw a TV commercial over the weekend about the
Yeah.
Sesame Street and all that, and I was like, genius.
So there you go. We're going to be doing a 4-pack of tickets to explore the new Sesame Street land that you're talking about.
Fancy.
Yes. So
I
I'll
was
tell you.
accidentally topical.
You were accidentally topical, yes. I'll let you know exactly coming up here in just a minute how you can get your hands on that. And that's something to save a little bit of cash. I think this time of year, you're probably starting to put together your summertime plans. You're going to be taking any vacations, doing stuff like that. Orlando, with so many theme parks and so much to do, is one of the popular destinations for people here in South Florida.
But a free day? That's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, anything to take a little bit. I mean, because, when you start adding it up, there's so many costs from hotel to food and everything else that, hey, if you get your tickets for free,
But
that
if,
at least
if you
will-
have a significant family size,
Yeah.
the biggest thing to cover is the ticket price.
Yep, I'll take a chunk out of it. And for people here in South Florida, if you're like me and you haven't been to Disney for a couple years, maybe a while, like we don't go all the time, kind of a heads up, I didn't even think about, you might want to try to get there before August because there's this woman who did a blog, Leslie Sawhook's her name. She's a mom Disney expert and has her own travel agency. And she was saying a lot of people aren't really thinking about it. I haven't been. But after they open up Star Wars Galaxy's Edge at the end of August, Disney is going to be tough, like to get good deals, and it's going to be hard just going in. Like it's going to be swamped.
I heard a rumor, and I don't know if it's fact or fiction, but they're going to be doing a lot of the newer Star Wars stuff and not the older stuff. I don't know if that's been confirmed. Have you heard anything like that?
I wouldn't be surprised because
makes sense.
when you're talking about you're targeting kids. I watched actually a good bit of Star Wars over the weekend. They were doing all kinds of marathons and stuff with it. So
I was watching it too.
Yeah, I saw a little mix of the old, the new, and all that kind of stuff. And, I was just thinking about when they were making some of these movies. And, I mean, it's really not. So the first, new Star Wars movie for me came out in, 99, 2000? So when they started doing the prequels. So those movies were made throughout the 2000s. And if you're a teenager now, that's the movies that you grew up with. The other ones are out of your range. And so, yeah, they've got the new ones that are out there. So for kids that love Star Wars, it probably is going to be the new ones.
In other words, you're too old.
Yeah.
You're aging out of being who Disney is going after.
You're not the target audience anymore.
I don't care. Disney
I mean, they really don't care about you. You're old and you ain't got no kids.
Yeah, no,
They
you're
do
He's
right.
wearing a Chewbacca jacket. I mean, it's,
Still loyal.
yeah, he's there. Yeah, a couple things that she threw out here on what to do. She said skip the luxury and even the moderate Disney resorts because room price is going to be high. Instead, she said goes for a value on-site resort for less than half the price. And the one she said is check out the Pop Century Resort. It's just been fully renovated.
Pop Century's cute. Mm-hmm. A lot of those, because they're not ever going to be bad if they're on Disney property.
Right.
So even if they're the cheapest ones they have, just know it's going to be super clean, super beautiful.
Right.
Maybe it doesn't have chandeliers and gold faucets, but it will be always clean and always top notch. So go with the cheapest room.
Well, and they've just updated it, and that might be what the knock is on some of the Disney ones. Like, oh, it's been a while since they updated it. Now that one's brand new, so it's just like staying at a regular Disney resort. And
Good tip.
ton of money off. She said off-site hotels can offer lower rates, especially all around Orlando, and they've got them everywhere. But she suggests make sure they include a free shuttle to the parks because sometimes that's where they'll get you. Lower prices, you get the room, but then you got to pay for a shuttle to get over.
Am I the only one that kind of considers the shuttle like a ride? Kind of like the appetizer ride
Yeah.
of the day?
Hey, man, they're kind of fun.
Yeah.
It's my favorite ride, actually, the entire day.
A free shuttle is always my favorite ride.
Yeah. She also suggests paying for one of the dining plans because of the huge savings you get on your meals. So walk into a park with that, save at least 25%, she says. She said also, too, to purchase 4-day tickets and visit a different park each day. She doesn't recommend the park hoppers because of the high cost and the difficulty of seeing more than one Disney park in a single day. By the time you go out and then shuttle somewhere else, it's not, especially if you got kids that you're toting around, it's just tough to do.
4 parks in 4 days. I don't know if I could do it.
Do you think?
That's hardcore, right?
I don't think
thought
I
that
could
too.
do it.
I could do maybe 2.
Give me 2 parks in 2 days and then a day to chill by the pool.
Well, the thing that we're lucky with being where we are, I think, she's writing this to a national audience. And
People
so,
that only get to come once a year or
So,
once every 5 years.
can you imagine that? You feel like obligated, like, well, we flew here.
Ugh.
We've got to make it count.
Oh, by day 4, you just want to just,
It'd
my
be tough.
feet.
Tough.
I played baseball with a guy back in the day. He'd go to the theme parks by himself. Depressing or fun?
I think it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
I love the concept of solo vacations. You should never be depressed or sad to go experience something by yourself. And you can pee when you want. You can get snacks when you want. You don't have to run it by anybody.
I get it. I mean, like, a cruise, I would understand, but going to Disney World by yourself, you don't think you're eating your food by yourself? You're waiting in line by yourself?
I've taken many trips by myself, and I loved them.
Mm-hmm. Another thing they say here is go to mousesavers.com. Apparently, they got discount tickets and stuff like that. So if you can't win them from us for free, then go there to get them at a big discount. And the good news with Star Wars coming to Disney Orlando is that Universal's like, okay, we got to match the game. So they've got a new Harry Potter coaster. It's going to be opening up, Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure. So they're trying to do that to combat what's going on at Star Wars. And they also say that Universal is going to be doing some crazy deals. And she also suggested getting the on-site Universal Hotel better deal because you get the free fast pass to hotel guests.
Oh, yes. That is a great deal.
Yeah. So some cool little hacks. But, it was just kind of funny because I was reading this blog that BuzzFeed had put out from all these people talking about their amazing moments that they had at Disney. And I got to tell you, we often talk about bad customer service. Is there anybody that does better customer service? Because my wife was raving. She was like, I got a call, and it was from Disney, and it wasn't an automated operator, and it was actually somebody that was trying to help me to plan the trip that we're going to take there. So she's like, they're offering me this and saying, hey, you can get a discount on that. She said they were helpful, awesome, easy. She's like,
That's how you do it. I mean, they're genius.
Yeah, they just, and this whole blog that I posted up on our Facebook page, it was all these things that Disney has done. Like this one woman was talking about how it was Easter. They were doing an Easter egg hunt at one of the properties, and her kid tripped and didn't get one egg.
Aww.
And somebody who worked at the park saw that, came over and brought over a 4-pound bag of candy for their kid. And the kid was like, oh my gosh, best Easter ever.
That's sweet.
That's like the kind of stuff that they do. Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, they're empowered to make little decisions like that all day long.
Yeah.
And that's a cool thing that, they trust their people to see a situation and make it better.
Nonstop stuff. Well, I know as we're wrapping up school and getting ready for the summertime, it's pretty much the last week, I think, for a lot of kids when it comes to school.
Rocco's out, but yeah, Mag still has the full week.
She does, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
She's not happy about it. She
I didn't
can't
figure.
believe her brother's out, and she's not.
Yeah.
Mad.
So the fun stuff that starts to happen for the kids, like over the summertime, like maybe the room's gotten a little bit dirty. If you walk around, you look, you're like, okay, one of the first projects you got when it comes to summertime is cleaning up your room. So this might be a good week to do it. I'm going to give out some SeaWorld tickets for the kid's dirtiest room.
Okay.
Like, if your kid is in a complete pigsty, snap a photo, send it to us, mail at kvjshow.com, or attach it to our social media.
Now, do they have to clean the room to get the tickets?
That should be the bride.
That should. If I would think you're not getting these tickets until your room is clean.
This is how it works. You snap the photo, you send it to us, and they don't get the tickets until the room's clean. That's how it all works out, right? Everybody wins when we do that.
Because then you're just rewarding kids for having a bad room.
But just make sure that parents aren't telling kids, if you clean your room, you'll get the tickets, because we're not giving tickets to every room.
That's true. Not every room. It's the dirtiest room.
Right.
Gets a 4-pack of tickets to SeaWorld to see the new Sesame Street feature. So you can send that in to us anytime. Mail at kvjshow.com.
I can't think of anything I've seen more than 5 times.
That's insane to me.
I know. I think so, too, because, I mean, not only Star Wars, without a doubt, are the ones I've seen the most. But then the other thing I went down the rabbit hole this weekend on was Rocky. I watched the end of Rocky 2, and then I watched Rocky 3 again and had that on. Then I went and watched Creed 2 at the end of the weekend.
I got into a major debate with somebody over the weekend saying most people have seen at least one movie over 10 times. Like, no, that's not true. You need to get a life. Most people don't watch that much TV. And I was like, that's not true. I think majority of people have seen at least one movie at least 10 times, that same movie.
Yeah, I'm trying to think how many I have. I might have 10. I've got the 3 original Star Wars. I've got 3 to 4 Rockies.
All of those right there.
Rocky 1 I don't watch as much.
You've seen it 10 times, so in your life, there's no way you haven't seen Rocky 1 10 times.
Probably. 3 and 4 I've seen countless times.
Karate Kid, I've seen that over 150 times. There's no way.
I've probably seen that close to at least 10 on that one.
Even movies like Bring It On, I've seen that movie way over, probably 30 times.
Caddyshack.
Big time.
Is up there for me. I almost watched The Matrix again, and I've probably seen that close to 10.
You've seen Forrest Gump over 10 times.
No, I think that's coming up on 10. Let me see. Old School, way past 10. Some of the Lord of the Rings, I watch a little part of it. Yeah, but I'm probably at about 15 movies I've seen at least 10 times.
The only movies I've seen more than 5 times are going to be something like Mary Poppins, Annie, stuff that I watched as a kid.
It counts, baby.
But that's it. I don't have anything as an adult.
Oh, people are throwing in the Christmas movies every year. That's what I do. I put the Christmas movies on. And you're thinking about Christmas Vacation. I've easily seen that. I mean, my gosh, since I was a kid. I mean, probably probably more like 20 times, 20 to 25 times I've seen Christmas Vacation.
I mean, I've seen some really terrible movies over 10 times. Sleepaway Camp. I know no one's seen Sleepaway Camp. I've seen it at least 30 times.
Yeah, I think you might extend the bounds.
I think I do.
You're on the strong end. Virginia's on the low end.
But
maybe on normal. I don't know.
Somewhere in the middle is the truth, and majority of people have seen at least one movie 10 times.
Yeah, Godfather. Yeah, I would say I'm at around 10, maybe a little bit over 10 on Godfather.
Goodfellas easily over 10 times.
I'm right around there on that one. That's one of the ones.
Lion King, 10 times. Like all those Disney cartoons we're just talking about.
50 First Dates, I'm probably at about 7 or 8 on that. There are some Sandler movies. Waterboy, I've seen probably at least 5.
I saw Jerry Maguire 5 times in the theater and Happy Gilmore 4 times in the theater.
Wow, okay. That's pretty impressive.
Real impressive.
Let me see. What else we got here? People are texting in. I've watched... porn doesn't count, guys. Doesn't
Thanks
count.
for the creativity.
Somebody said Step Brothers or Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of those, like the comedies, I could do the Will Ferrell stuff. He's had a few.
I was thinking about that over the weekend because I was also watching a lot of The Office, and I've seen every single one of those episodes at least 10 times in my life, and I cannot get sick of them. And you were saying it's what the #1 streaming on Netflix. Clearly, people like watching those things over and over again.
Totally. Home Alone, without a doubt, because that's on now Christmas every year. I'm probably getting close to 10 times on that. Harry Potter movies, that's a great one. Shawshank Redemption.
Shawshank, I've definitely seen over 10 times, and 8 of them at least on TBS.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's some good stuff. The new movie over the weekend that I saw some mixed reviews on it, but you can't deny what it did at the box office. That's the new Aladdin movie that's out. If you start throwing in Disney movies, you're probably going to talk about like The Lion King. I've probably seen close to 5. That's going to be coming out again. Is there not a Disney movie, Virginia, that you haven't seen?
I mean, yeah.
Countless times.
M. Poppins.
Mary Poppins.
Okay.
Absolutely. Maybe.
She's a terrible. By the way, she's a terrible movie watcher.
Sound of Music, just because going back to when I was a kid, my parents would watch that a lot. I'm probably around 10 on that one. Wizard of Oz used to be on all the time when I was a kid.
Yeah, West Side Story, maybe.
She don't have the love of the game, Kev. She does not have the
No,
love.
she does
I
not.
don't. I'm sorry.
Back to the Future. We've all have to have seen that 10 times.
I'm probably close.
Oh
on
my,
that one.
that's such a classic.
I've seen it, but I don't know how. Not more than 5.
When's the last time you've seen Back to the Future?
It's been a while.
Cancel everything today. Promise me you'll watch it.
If I'm gonna sit down and watch something, I gotta get the kids involved in it.
Or just have me come over. I don't know.
That's all you
Make
need.
some new good times.
I love it.
Yeah, that's all you need. So with the movie Aladdin that is coming out, I saw some people throwing out there, okay, what are the ultimate 3 best wishes that you could ask for? And we got to take the one off that you can't keep asking for more wishes. So that's always the exempt one.
Are we going to take off the other one that's always kind of controversial? You have to live forever? Or is that on there?
No, that's on there.
Okay.
The only one I think you take off is you can't ask for more wishes.
Okay.
Outside of that, you can ask for whatever. What are the 3 best wishes? And can you poke any holes in it and be like, no, that's not a good wish, and here's why? Because you could probably even poke holes into the living forever kind of thing.
I think you could poke holes in everything. I think
Okay.
there's probably a negative side to everything you wish for.
So which one has the least negative side effects? Best 3 wishes. Your thoughts, 877-979-WRMF coming up. Talking about movies, and I think people were surprised at just how well the new Aladdin movie did. I think they thought it was going to do well, and it's got Will Smith in it, so I don't know you should be ever too surprised, but it goes to show you that they're finding that retreads, recreating movies, all that stuff, you yell about it, and you're like, oh, there's no creative, but you know what, they're not taking any chances, because it made $112.7 million and way exceeded the expectations they had. So what does that tell anybody in Hollywood? Keep remaking, just find the old movies and just keep retreading them, whatever, because people will continue to go.
They like familiar stuff
Yep.
with a big name cast and a shiny budget.
That's it. That's the formula for success. And I saw there was like the movie Booksmart that had come out that is kind of like the female version of Superbad. It only made $8.7 million.
It looks quirky. I think I would like that movie.
And it's an independent. People were upset that, they weren't supporting, Olivia Wilde's the director, and they're not supporting women directors and female casts. And Superbad did so much better like 12 years ago when it came out.
How are you going to compare a movie from 12 years ago from today?
Yeah.
What was how was the promotion like?
What did they
yeah.
spend?
That was it. They were at a real movie house, and this is an independent project. So there's a lot of things to look at. And I think people, too, I think things are different. And, what I would say about a movie like Booksmart is, here's what you do. I mean, you got to probably, some movies you just got to warm up at home, that people aren't going to rush out to take a chance on seeing it at the movie theater. I mean, I went yesterday, the first movie in a while at the movie theater, and it's expensive. So you're going to take... And then I went home and watched a movie for $6.
Did you see a lot of promotion for Booksmart? I mean, you're in the media. Did you see a ton of promotion for it?
No, because they didn't have the money for it.
Did you?
I saw a little bit because they are specifically targeting me.
Right.
So they did advertising on some of the, the Bravo shows and the stuff that I watch because they were targeting women. But even with what I did see, it was very minimal.
Yeah. So to me, what I would just say with a movie like Booksmart, $8.7 million, it could be the best movie ever, but it might be one of those movies that you need to see at home first. It'll become a cult classic. So many movies have done that. That's not going to be the first. And then you do a Booksmart 2 or a Booksmarter, and then all of a sudden you do better at the box office and you're in a major production house. That's just what I would say.
We are all sexist.
Yeah. I'd just say chill out on that. Because you look at the movies, John Wick, Chapter 3, and I'm not ruining it by telling you there's going to be a Chapter 4 because they've already announced that they're going to be making that. That's just it. They're like going, okay, we got to figure out how to keep writing this.
But again, John Wick is a major motion picture production.
Well, and
compared to...
But I'll tell you, on the first John Wick, I didn't know about it. I didn't see it till years later that it had come out, because I don't remember it when it first came out. Like, okay, it's John Wick. But after it gets warmed up and people have seen it at home and they see the sequels, then it's going to be big. Avengers Endgame's still big, but yeah, Aladdin, $112.7 million. Movie about a genie, the old concept of getting a couple free wishes. So if you had to say undeniably and arguably, what is the best 3 wishes you can ask for, and you can't ask for more wishes? Somebody say, well, just ask for unlimited genies then, all with 3 wishes each. See, that's still getting more wishes. That's the one thing you can't.
If you try to do those games, the genie, they banish you forever.
They put you in a bottle forever.
Yeah, you're done.
Yeah. So here's a couple things that I'm trying to see like a common thread on, and this is good. One is you talked about like living forever, but then the whole thing is what happens to your friends, family, all that kind of stuff. People are just going to watch everyone die.
So if you said the wish, I want me and my friends to live forever, you just burned up 2 wishes.
Yeah.
And technically, would you say for each person is a wish? I could only keep Virginia, that's 1 wish, you're alive forever. 1 wish for Kevin, you're alive forever. And then for me, forever. That'd be 3 wishes. I don't think you could say a blanket statement. I want all of my friends to live forever. That's beating the system.
Exactly. Yeah. It'll suck up all your wishes.
Wow. So one of you, it's either going to be you, Virginia, Kevin, or Denny's. One of you has to sit out forever.
Yeah.
Sorry, Virginia.
Yeah. What about this? What if you wish for time to stand still? Like, okay, but nobody gets older, nothing changes, but you keep going on at the same time.
Okay, but does everybody know that it's standing still? So you make that wish. Does me and Virginia come in here and go, Kev, I can't believe time's standing still?
They wouldn't be aware. Yeah, they're just every day. It's like Groundhog Day. They wake up, same old. You'd be the only person that's aware that, okay, wow, another day ticked by.
I hate that wish. I hate it.
Okay.
That's weird.
I've got turn anything into pizza. Let's say someone murders somebody. Oh, you want to murder people? Huzzah! You are turned into pizza. Now, when you are
person's pizza?
But hear me out. You are turned into
Does that make you a cannibal?
Delicious pizza. It's not human anymore. You are now the best tasting pizza on the planet. You could turn a wall into pizza. You would end hunger. My wish, number 1 wish, turn anything into pizza. Huzzah!
Okay.
Don't do that on the pizza.
No.
But technically, think about that. Virginia's car. Oh, I don't want her car around here anymore. Boom, pizza.
So people you don't like, you could take them out, and in a sense, you'd be able to kill them by turning them into pizza.
Every murderer.
But then technically, you're still eating.
No, because when you make the wish,
wouldn't the pizza be in the shape of the person?
No, the wish is you turn that object into delicious pizza, not human or not car. It is whatever you huzzah towards, and it turns into pizza.
Stop saying huzzah. It's not appropriate for this conversation.
It's been established to mean something completely different.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what I mean. Wham, bam, wham.
Abracadabra. How about you take that one?
That wham, bam, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
That's not appropriate either.
Okay, abracadabra is good.
Let's go abracadabra for you. Let me help you out.
You guys don't like that one.
No.
That's weird.
It's a weird.
It sounds like somebody who was smoking pot and came up with
It's
it.
a weird. Yeah, but is it effective? What's your boring one gonna be?
Mine are going to be boring.
Yeah, they're gonna be boring.
I'm not turning people into pizza. Sorry.
Somebody threw this out there. Best wish is to be able to create, modify, or destroy anything you desire. And that would give you kind of the pizza wish, but it would open up your horizons to anything else that you wanted.
But keep in mind, though, I'm destroying, but it's turning into a good thing. We would end hunger if we turned every murderer into pizza. Hunger's gone, baby.
But with this one, you could change something into gold if you needed to, or say that the problem is you go to a third world country and they don't need pizza, they need clean drinking water. Then you could be like, I'm going to, boom, clean drinking water. See what I'm saying? More effective power.
He's right. It is more effective.
Yeah. But you still have pizza.
I'm sticking with it. I'm sticking with it, and someone's already saying that I've said this before. I don't give a crap. That means I truly believe in this concept.
This is a good one. Somebody said you got to think about your health because you wish for all this great stuff and you forget about your health, and then voila, you get some kind of weird disease or you just fall ill and you're dead 2 days later.
I think that's my first two wishes. So for Magnolia and for Rocco to live long, healthy, happy lives, both of them.
That's 2 wishes.
That's 2 wishes. That's fine. I'm happy to burn both of those for both of them to live long, healthy, happy lives.
Okay.
What more could a mom want?
Well,
Okay.
It's so original. I mean, I'm turning people into pizza.
And I want a money tree. So every single week it blooms.
Okay,
and
but what are you going to do during hurricane season?
I travel with my tree.
Well, let's say
It's in a pot. It's a small tree.
Oh, it is.
It's like a small
well,
little
then you'd have
tree.
small amounts of money.
No, it yields about $3,000 a week.
Is that what it is?
Gosh, you have the worst wishes.
Yeah.
I don't want to go too
Yeah, I
crazy.
really feel like her wishes are terrible.
You want to go too crazy? What's wrong with you? This is the time you're crazy. This is when you do go crazy. You go crazy about anything else. This is the time you don't go crazy.
Yeah, I feel like Virginia's really blowing it. Like, she's given the opportunity of 3 wishes, and this is what she's going for?
You're boring, and it's all about money, but it's not that much money.
Man. Let me see. Somebody said time travel, be a wish. Somebody said no illness for your whole life. Long, healthy, prosperous life.
How about this one? Anytime anyone lies to me, if they're not telling the truth, and it could be about anything, whether you're dating somebody, whether it's a boss, they automatically get explosive diarrhea, and it does not cure until they come back and tell me the truth. No one would ever lie to you ever again.
Someone's been lied to a lot.
You think so?
I mean, that's a personal one. Oh, that one's deep.
That one's deep.
Who lied to you, baby?
The
Who's been lying to you? Come on, tell us.
explosive diarrhea one's deep.
Yeah.
A lot of people are going for cures for diseases, world peace, all that kind of good, happy stuff. But, this is just all about fun. This is all about just stealing it for yourself. Because you're right. Because if that's it,
Well,
you'd be
yeah.
like, you got to do, like, the good stuff.
I
But
want to
yeah.
cure the homeless. Like, of
Yeah.
course we all want to do this great stuff, but this is Virginia making it all kinds of boring.
Somebody said, I would wish for a sports almanac like they had in Back to the Future 2.
Oh,
So that would take care of all your money. You would know basically the future. And couldn't you just say that? Be like, I wish I could see the future. And that, bam, you don't need a sports almanac because let's say you lose the sports almanac. You just be able to see the future. You could go in and be like, I'm going to always gamble. And then that takes care of your money. See,
I don't
that's
know
almost
if
like
you
2
wanna-
wishes in one.
But you don't want to see the future. I like the sports almanac better. If you see the future, that takes the fun out of life.
You'll know when you would die, Virginia. You would know when your kids could get sick if you saw the future.
Well, I'm getting my wishes. My kids are never getting sick.
I do like the almanac. I don't like seeing the future because of what the witch is saying. I do like a little bit of surprise.
Surprise, the journey, baby.
Okay.
That's the fun of it. But just having that safety umbrella that the kids are not going to be sick. They're
Yep.
going to be happy and healthy.
I want to speak to animals, too. It's another one of my wishes. Speak to...
Okay.
Why is that?
I know. I like that was a good one.
I got the 3 best wishes. I don't care what y'all say. I have the best 3 wishes.
Somebody
here.
said to have the power to heal by touch.
Oh, that's a good one.
Right. I thought that was a good wish, too. That's solid.
Can you use it on yourself, too?
I'd say so, right?
Wow.
Why not?
Does it
pretty
do
strong.
emotional healing?
So he's been lied to and hurt a lot.
See what's going on
Walls
here.
Pennington, I'm out.
Walls Pennington. Celebrities having a birthday today. Gotta say what up and happy birthday, Colby Calais. You remember her?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that song Bubbly, I think it was. And
She did a duet with Jason Mraz, too.
Yeah.
And I also think she tried out for American Idol and did not make it. In fact, I don't think she made it far at all. She
Yeah.
might have got cut the first round.
Wow.
yeah, I think that was kind of her story. She was like a coffee barista and always wanted to be a singer, and somebody like discovered her, and she got a couple hits out of
That
it.
shows you that those American Idol judges, they're just judges. They don't know.
Nobody
And what if
does.
someone has a bad day? I don't know about all that.
Elizabeth Hasselbeck, remember her? She's 43 today.
She was one of only 2 women that wouldn't sit down and do interviews for that new tell-all book about behind the scenes at The View.
That's 'cause
really?
Yep.
They got
Her and Whoopi.
They got all
Okay.
that audio of her having meltdowns, remember? When
Yeah.
she gets
Oh,
back,
yeah. And she likes to control a situation.
And Rudy Giuliani is turning 75 today. Gotta say also happy birthday to Kat, the best wife and mom in the world, from Shane and Zachary. And a happy 4th birthday to Anthony. Had a little birthday yesterday, but we weren't here. Memorial Day birthday from Mommy, Daddy, and his big brother, Oliver.
Aww.
I got a birthday you want on the KVJ show. You can just let us know. Mail at kvjshow.com. MAIL at kvjshow.com. And we will give you the hook up on that. Okay, time to break out the mystery box here. See if we can figure out exactly what has been put in it here today. You know, watch along on KVJ TV. That might actually be an assist for you and help you out. So take a look at that and see what Jaybird is going to be sticking his hand into here in just a second. First person to guess it correctly is going to be the big winner.
Well, hopefully this week it bites. I mean, I think we've kind of all been holding out for that one, Denny's.
Okay.
Yeah, because, it'd be nice if other people played this game, but it's just the guinea pig Jaybird.
Well put.
Okay. All right. Dennis has pulled up the back of the mystery box and revealed what is inside. Jaybird has a little handhold that he's putting his hand in.
It is
hand
damp.
in the
First,
hole.
it's damp and it's clothy, and oh my gosh, that better be water. It's all I'm saying, because I think I know what it is.
Okay.
It's got
Describe
like a.
what you feel there.
It's got like a cotton butt. It's got like a cotton
End?
end. Yes.
Yes.
Is it Peter Cottontail?
And it's got like a tail at the end of it, like this thing, right? Like a plastic tail that goes inside
Yeah.
a tube. It's damp.
Yeah.
I believe it is to soak up a liquid of some sorts.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. Wait a minute. And I think Hamburger Hands destroyed it too. I think
It is broken. Yes,
It's in
it is
two
now
pieces
broken.
now.
Yes. It's in 2 pieces.
Yes. This is. Ugh. It is damp.
Okay. With all that stuff there, I think it's very, very descriptive today, actually, Jaybird.
Well.
Very nice and descriptive here. What could that be in the mystery box? Let's see here. Nick from Jupiter, do you have a guess what could be in this mystery box that Jaybird's describing?
I think I do.
Okay, what do you think might be in the mystery box here today?
Cotton and plastic. I'm thinking like a tampon.
Tampon. Denny's, we got a winner? We got a winner, right like that.
Wait, who used it?
Okay, Virginia's not involved in this. Whose tamp is this? Whose tamp is this? God, it's
Soaked in water.
Okay, soaked in water. I'm like, I couldn't play. It's not my time.
Denny's going to have a little bit of fun with his boy the bird today. So, yeah.
It's not used.
No,
Okay,
it's still clean.
forgive me, because last week I was, holding a decomposing. What was that? A ram's head? What was that thing?
Something like that. Hey, Nick, Fandango's going to hook you up with some movie passes for the summer blockbuster movie season, okay?
Awesome. Thank you guys so much.
All right, buddy. Enjoy your week, man. Good stuff.
Yeah,
All
a
right.
little free movie. That's awesome.
Very descriptive.
Is that the kind you use?
Those Fandango cards are like $40 too. You can go to like the fancy movie theater.
Oh, really?
It's up to a $40 value, so you can take that Fandango card and go to the nice movie.
No, I wasn't asking about Fandango cards. I was asking if you use those kind of tamps.
Tamps.
He didn't care about the movie.
You thought I was asking about Fandango?
That's what he.
I didn't think you cared about my feminine protection.
No, that's all he cares about. Yeah.
Well, I have a theory. We're all in the same cycle. I know Kevin
Yeah.
doesn't want to admit that, but I
Yeah, I don't know that I.
think we are, Doc. I think we're all linked up.
I don't have a man period. I'm doing great.
It's a
He
real,
wants you to have
Yeah,
one
I know.
so bad. Just say
it's
you
a real
have
thing,
one.
though.
Yeah, I don't
Scientists
think I
have
have
come
it.
out.
Just say you have
I
it.
don't think I have.
Stop
it.
fighting.
I always feel the same every day of every week.
No, you get defensive when you get a little hungry.
Now, I don't know if this is a call him out, but apparently there was an issue that happened with Jaybird's phone from over the weekend,
Oh, yes.
and it caused quite a to-do, Virginia.
This girl over here caused so much drama.
So much drama. What happened with our girl that caused so much drama?
She's a handful.
Her phone again?
Her phone again.
What did she do?
All of her belongings, her purse, everything.
It started off with somebody stole my phone. That's how it started
Again,
off.
how does it? Your phone get stolen more than?
Thank goodness for that.
Amazing.
That Find My Phone.
Find My Phone is awesome.
Kevin, I cannot believe how accurate that thing is to a T. I mean, it will locate it in the room that the phone is at.
You're right.
So what exactly happened? This was the Bigfoot benefit for Jaybird's friend on Friday night.
Yes, Friday night over on Singer Island at Das, having several beers, high percentage, may I add.
Yeah, it was a good turnout. We had a lot of people from high school show up.
Oh, that's cool.
Thank you to everyone who showed
Kinda
up.
like a
And
reunion,
donated. Everybody
Yeah.
was out there, helping out the cause, so it was really nice.
Okay.
And I was getting ready to go home, and then Joe Ponton gave me a birthday gift. Our buddy Joe Ponton.
Yeah.
So, but leaving DOS was a little bit of a calamity. So I ended up leaving. By the time I get home, I realize I don't have my phone with me. I'm like, oh no, and
Oh,
that's
boy.
where it all goes to hell.
She was a little sloppy at the finish line.
You've
Just say that.
You've got a lot of balls, lady, because once again, the rule is
Yeah.
just don't be as drunk as Virginia.
Yes.
Guess what? I won. I wasn't. You couldn't even say sentences on Friday.
I woke up with my phone.
Yeah, but did you wake up with a happy husband?
Oh, poor Panda, huh? Had to deal with Hurricane Virginia and Jaybird.
Yeah, exactly. Don't act like she was all innocent, because she was not.
I had my phone.
So where did the phone go? Like someone stole it?
I thought, so I go through all of my friends. I'm trying to email people. I'm asking Virginia. I'm asking my buddy Frank. Everybody, because when I did the I Find My Phone or whatever it's called,
Yeah.
it said it was pinging at a house in Tequesta, but it was a nice house in Tequesta because you can do that map thing and
Yeah.
you can zoom in right
Satellite image.
Okay.
And you can see exactly what the neighborhood looks like, what the house looks like, what the yard looks like.
I was
Yeah.
going, okay, this is somebody who's got a nice pool, it looks like. Why do they have my broke down phone that's
Yeah.
cracked? So I'm thinking, I'm texting Virginia. I go, Virginia, I think someone stole my phone. She goes, you know what? They're only 4 miles away from them. My friend is here. He's got a gun. Let's go. I'm like, Virginia, calm down.
What is going on?
So Nancy Drew over here ends up going.
I didn't know Nancy Drew was ever packing heat.
Our buddy Joe Ponton showed up there. Virginia and Panda showed up, and the whole time in real time, Virginia's sending me videos of the cars in the parking lot. She goes, "We're here. I've got all of their license plates." I'm like, "Good. Let's bring them down." They were nice people. They saw me get into a car, leave my bag behind.
They saw you fall and drop your phone and your purse and then get up without the phone and the purse.
I blew out a shoe on Friday night.
Oh boy, it
I
sounds
blew
like
out.
tough night, huh?
In fact, my sandal exploded.
They were the sweetest people you could have ever met. It was the most adorable mom and her maybe young 20-something or 19-year-old kids that had gone to Das to go see us.
Okay.
And as they were getting there, we were leaving. and they saw Jason like drop the phone, drop the bag, drop everything, and get in the car and leave. And they were like, "Well, wait, that's
He
all
just
his
left all of his stuff. Yes.
So they collected his stuff, and they instantly messaged us on Instagram. None of us checked it. So
yeah, Morgan, a big shout out to Morgan who found the phone and all of my belongings.
She is adorable and so sweet and so nice.
She didn't have to get pistol whipped, did she?
No.
Okay.
Well, that's the thing. Virginia's only 4 miles away, so she's there, and I'm mulling over the whole thing. Do I send her over? She's insane. What if I know this person and they're just being cool? Virginia's gonna go in there all squirrely and froggy.
And that's why I didn't go in. I sent Panda in.
She was.
Panda's got a cooler head than me, and I had the kids in the car, so I couldn't go.
Okay, you couldn't go, huh?
But if you don't have the Find My Phone, you got to get that thing because it does, man. It really does help big time.
They couldn't believe we were at their house. They were like, wait, what? They're
That
here?
would be kind of surprising, yeah.
So we took pictures in the yard, and then we said goodbyes.
Well, here's the thing I don't understand is they got in my phone, but I have a code on my phone. So how could they took pictures of themselves. But I have a code. How did they hack into that?
I think I've said your code on the radio, just so you know.
Mm-hmm. I think we all have your code.
What's my code?
Your old baseball number twice?
Damn it.
Yeah.
I know I've said it at least twice on the radio.
That's how we all have your code. In fact, it's easier for us to get in your phone than you.
Just doing it all wrong.
They're just doing it all wrong. Yeah, we found something out about Jaybird's lost phone. He was trying to figure out how that family was taking photos. He lost his phone on Friday. A family saw him drop it on his way out of the Das Craft Beer and Pizza, and they took it to their place to turn it into him later. And
they messaged us, too. We just didn't see the messages.
And you guys wound up finding it, and they snapped a couple fun photos on there, and we're like, how'd that happen? Apparently, you don't have to have a code on a phone to unlock it.
Gotcha.
You can start taking
or at least
pictures.
to unlock it. Yeah.
Gotcha. You probably still should change my code. In fact, I think I'm just getting my number changed today too. I'm just kidding. That's doing the whole thing today.
You are, huh?
Yeah.
Changing your number.
I think I'm just gonna change some things today.
Change my friends. Change my drinking habits.
It's all changing.
Probably needs a good overhaul.
Sometimes you need the reset button.
Yeah,
but you know what? I was all excited. It was summertime. First day of summer. It was the first day of summer.
Right.
Yeah, okay. Got to do that. Got to change it all up a little bit. Let me see here. Also going on, we've got a lot of people sending in emails of their kids' dirty room. That's going to be for a 4-pack of tickets to SeaWorld. Virginia's all blown away. They got the new Sesame Street land that's going to be going on there.
It is certainly very interesting. And, you know, with all the bad press they had been getting, it's super smart. What are you going to add that's going to draw people by the hundreds? Sesame Street. They built a whole entire Sesame Street.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
So there you go.
Hats off to you.
So if you got a kid with a terribly messy room, you can use this as bribery. They don't get the SeaWorld passes until they clean up that room. Just send us an email with it. Mail at kvjshow.com, mail at kvjshow.com.
Drama, you got drama and you gotta tell all. You love to complain about your pain. Hey, you're Facebook fishing.
Well, I got to tell you, vaccinations is a really hot topic. Has been for a long time, but people, man, it's one of those, there's maybe 5 or 10 taboo subjects that if you want to start a fight, bring this up. Vaccinating your kids is one of them. Because people got strong opinions on both sides on this. And I know measles, I keep seeing that popping up in the news and issues. And
outbreak.
Well, I'd seen with some summer camps, it's kind of coming back because there are some camps saying the kids got to be vaccinated. And the parents are going, don't tell me how to raise my kid.
Well, don't think rubella's going anywhere. It's making a comeback, too.
I know you're pulling for rubella.
Yeah.
Been over there screaming rubella for weeks.
I just don't know I've never heard of it. It seems like such a medieval disease.
So here we go. We got a little bit of a fight breaking out on a Facebook parent thread. Nancy kind of gets this thing going here. Virginia, I'll let you play the feisty Nancy. I'll play Ronnie, I think your boss. Jaybird, you are going to play the role of Lynn. And then Denny's, we'll have you jump in the role of Carol here today in our Facebook fishing. Okay. All right, take it away, Nancy.
All right, hold on. My thing's not pulling up. It says there's a problem previewing your document.
Here we go. Diva. Well, my computer went out too.
Oh,
So
man.
you have to.
What do we got?
We got 2 broken computers.
3 DJs, 1 phone? Is that what it is?
Pretty much it. I can't even read mine.
Denny says it's a nice phone.
Hey, thanks.
Oh, that's
All right,
fancy.
can we get focus here?
Okay, sorry.
Okay. All right, Nancy, take it away here.
Next person to say something about my choice not to vaccinate my kids better know I will have my unvaccinated baby bite your kid, and I am playing.
So, for argument's sake, let's say that I pick now as a time to point out what a bad decision that was to not have your kids vaccinated.
Then I will bring Caden to work and have him bite you.
Oh.
But I'm your boss.
And I'm the boss of my family.
Here comes Lynn. You know, Nancy, I respect your choices, but you have to understand that they put others at risk.
And so do vaccines.
Actually, there's no scientific evidence to support that other than the occasional allergy. Only antidotes.
If you get vaccinated, you might need an antidote.
Do you mean antidote?
I was trying to be funny.
Here comes Carol. I remember when people didn't support our decision not to have Benjamin circumcised.
What did you do?
Wait, if it involved bringing him to the office, I don't think I want to know the answer.
Okay, clearly Virginia, weak link, didn't have her phone ready.
Clearly, right?
Stumbled on some words.
And Denny's, I need computer help.
And I do too.
And I do too.
Why these things always broke?
Well, there was a little bit of a Facebook fight, too, that happened. I thought it was kind of interesting over Taylor Swift. A lot of people were applauding her, and some other people were like going, oh, my gosh, Taylor, just please, why do we have to make this an issue? But she went, I guess it's, I don't know if she went off, but she definitely shut down a question. There was a German radio station that was talking about her turning 30 this December. And the question was about turning 30 is it being a turning point and settling down, getting married, having kids. Are these things now as you get out of your 20s and into your 30s that some people do? Are you thinking about kids on the horizon? And Taylor Swift said, I really doubt men get asked the same question when they turn 30. So I'm not going to answer that question now. So some people are saying, yes, you're right. Why is it such like, okay, you're a woman, so now you're expected to maybe your career and your life is going to take a back seat because you need to procreate because that's what society is telling you to do. And Virginia and Jaybird, man, what a fight it caused on Facebook.
Well, I mean, there is a biological clock. It's not a totally, outlandish question.
Here's the other thing, too. It may be a prying question.
It's very prying.
And it may be a personal question. But this
say
is
that.
not. This is not a sexist issue here. There are plenty of sexist things going on out in the world. We can't make every little thing sexist. People have asked me at age 25, 30, 35, when are you having kids? I've heard people ask other people at age 30. It's a prying question and it's a personal question, but it's not a sexist question. If people have been asking me that same question at age 25, and I've seen other people ask that.
They ask Jaybird all the time, when are you getting married? When are you having kids?
Yeah.
I see it. Men get it.
See, I think a lot of this stuff is fake outrage. Me and Suits and Denny's were all talking about this. There's real issues out there of sexism, but we also know, these celebrities know, when they say something so electric about, yeah, that's right, you're never going to ask a man about that, it's going to get the clicks, it's going to be better for Taylor Swift.
So she knew what she was doing.
course.
She's like, aha, this is a good chance for me to...
Taylor Swift isn't an idiot. She is a strong, independent woman. She knows exactly what she's doing. She's firing up her base, which, I mean, in a sense, it's smart because people are going to back her up.
Okay.
But it's not sexist though, because if you ask everybody that, guy or girl, it's a prying question, not sexist. Bird rests.
I heard that maybe some of her future music might be a little bit more political too. So
Well, look, she's got that right.
she's going down that path. So
I mean, she
interesting to
started
see how
off with
it's
that
received.
Me song, very political. What? Is that the part where she goes, spelling is fun? So political.
Oh my gosh. Jaber thinks he cracked the code. If you missed it earlier, he thinks it's the Macarena that Taylor Swift ripped off. Because he's been saying that for weeks now. He's like going, I swear there's a song.
It sounds like something. She ripped somebody.
Yeah. And so you're thinking it's the Macarena, Jaybird?
I think it's a song. I'm not sure if it's the Macarena, but it does.
Okay, is it the Macarena? I kind of know what you're saying, but I don't know. That doesn't feel like that's the one.
I don't think it's Macarena. I don't. I think there's another one out there. She's going to get sued for this song.
Yeah.
By the way, I don't want people thinking I don't like Taylor Swift. I like some of her music. I'm already getting comments about how I hate Taylor Swift.
Oh, that's one thing you should fear, the Swifties.
Oh, whatever. Bring it, Swifties. I don't give a crap.
Swifties, that's right. Jaybird's like, I'm ready. Bring it on, y'all.
I don't know. You might be too old for this fight. These Swifties are young. They're energetic. They got all day. They got no jobs.
Yeah, you're right. Nothing but energy and nothing but that's a dangerous
all
combination.
day.
Energy and nothing but time is a dangerous combination.
Don't do it, Bird.
It really is. All right. 877-979-WRMF. Okay, I am a bad dad. Question is just how bad am I?
You didn't leave another kid at the gym, did you?
No, I didn't. No, that's another reason why I'm a bad dad. But yeah, it's been a while since I've done that. I did something yesterday that I knew was questionable. In fact, I knew it was questionable because I even tried to be sneaky about it.
Uh-oh.
Yes. So this time of year, kids are getting their grade cards from school. So I think it's about fair time to whip out a parental report card on me and give me a letter grade on this. Now, the John Wick movie was out over the weekend. And I've become a big fan of the movies. I've seen the first one several times now, the second one a couple times. And I was watching with my wife, so I wanted to get her into it. And so she, over the last couple of weeks, has watched the first two. Well, and the one, my almost 11-year-old son, Cannon, was kind of like chilling in the back and watching the John Wick movie. And so we were going to go watch the third one yesterday, and he said he wanted to go with us. Now, the kid's only 11. It's a rated R movie, and it's pretty, he's a hitman that went out there. And I was like, we can't take him to John Wick.
Is it just for the violence, or is there sexy time?
No sexy time. And there were 2 F-bombs, I think I counted.
Okay, that's not so bad.
But it's pretty.
It's violent.
And I think they keep making, I think they're realizing what's working. I don't know how much fake blood they went through with it, but there was a couple scenes. So we went to the earliest showing that they had, and we had Cannon show up in a hoodie. And we went in.
So he looked like E.T.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we tried to kind of be discreet, slide right into the theater, watch the movie. And I told him, I said, hey, look, if any point you want to bail on this, we can go. And he said, he's like, okay. And there are some points where you're like going, even me, I'm like, all right, okay, I get it.
But you're soft, though.
I am very soft. Yes, I'm very soft.
Soft hands, soft skin, soft heart.
It is. Everything's soft, Virginia. It's so soft. So we walked out of the theater. I'm like, oh, gosh, that was probably not the right parental move. But we probably do stuff. If you're a parent, you've probably had that moment where you're going, okay, this probably is not going to win me any kind of awards. But how bad was it?
I mean,
how bad was okay?
You got kids, so
it's not an A or a B.
You're talking to Jay Bird, and he watched Meatballs when he was 4. I'm
just kind of curious, other parents, because I know other parents love to judge. So I'm actually inviting it. I'm like, where would you rank this? You take a 11-year-old kid to see John Wick 3.
But I mean, do you have a conversation with him about hey, this is just a movie? And if every kid's going to be different, and if the kid is a bit mature and can handle it, I don't know. I'm giving you an A for being a cool dad.
All right, okay.
Meatballs loves it.
I mean, I think Cannon's going to be okay. I think he'll bounce back.
You think he'll be all right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, Virginia, what do you think?
I mean, you have to know your kid. And as long as you didn't put him in a situation where you had him watching something that he's going to be disturbed by or have nightmares about or be upset by,
right,
then I don't judge you.
I'm kind of with Virginia on the sex stuff versus the violent stuff.
Absolutely.
That kid's definitely seen violent stuff with video games and even the Star Wars movies. They're showing people getting shot up constantly. It's the sex stuff, I think, that you would be uncomfortable with.
That Fortnite that he loves to play, that is very violent.
And trust me, I'm like, well, that probably is not going to win me any kind of awards.
I'm sticking at A. I'll give you an A.
Give me an
dog.
A.
Yeah,
Okay. Just kind of curious. Okay, so you get a chance to judge me here. What would you give me on the parental grade card?
Did anybody see you like slip in or slip out?
I don't know, because there's a lot of times where I don't think anybody knows. Like, okay, I don't know why. I always think like no one knows who I am. I'm like I'm invisible when I'm out. I don't know what it is. I think no one notices me. I'm just so unassuming.
You have a generic look,
right? I do.
But that being said, you still should have had a little disguise.
So, I
went undisguised, but the kid went as E.T.
I come from a way different background than both of y'all because this is not a big deal. This is not, oh my gosh, let's hide the kids. It's really not a big deal. In the Pennington world, I mean,
okay.
Can you buy a child's ticket for an R-rated movie?
Oh, that was the worst part. She's like, the woman getting the ticket. So let me get this straight: 2 adults and 1 kid, and we're like,
Yeah.
yeah, 1 kid, John Wick.
Yeah, definitely different backgrounds than us.
Yeah, there was definitely a tone where it was like going, wait, let me get this straight: 1 kid for John Wick, and we're like, yeah, one kid, John Wick. Yeah.
You could have just saved yourself the shame and bought 3 adult tickets. You
I almost
cheapskate.
did. I'm like, we should have just got straight.
But you're too cheap.
Why we
Why $4 for shame?
That might have been the worst thing I did.
I hope you enjoyed that $4 you saved for all the shame.
The price of shame.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
I was expecting probably a D or an F. KVJ Nation, I think, is giving me an A.
Well, look who you're talking to. I mean, not a lot of Boy Scouts.
You're right. I can't figure the source, huh? Yeah, I was talking about taking my almost 11-year-old son, Cannon, to go see John Wick 3.
You're asking a bunch of Vikings. We're fine with it.
They're like going, what's the big deal? You know, this is kind of interesting, too, because I did notice a couple times in the movie, 2 separate times, my son, Cannon, turned to me, and he's like going, that's the gun they just put in Fortnite.
Oh.
And I was like, I was kind of thinking about that. I'm like going, okay, I don't know what the median age is for Fortnite. I know, probably I'm not the best dad either by letting a 10-year-old play Fortnite, but
I give you an A+.
Okay, thank you, Jaybird.
I think cool, Dad. But I'm the same guy that said I thought cleavage was great at weddings.
Yeah, that's right.
So don't listen to me.
Yeah, but they do a big crossover, which is, smart marketing. And, you think about it, if you play a shoot 'em up thing, there's nothing like shoot 'em up. And this, I think the first movie killed like almost 200 people. This movie, he might have killed 3,000.
Wow.
I don't even know. It's just,
spoiler alert.
I think if you go to John Wick, you'd be going, oh, he's killing a lot of people. I wish I didn't know that. He's going to kill a lot of people.
I really liked the first one. I was just like you, walked into it pleasantly surprised, didn't really have heard of it before, and then I'm like, oh, this is good.
It's a solid enough of a script. I'll tell you about the third one. I still like the third one. I still think it's good. And all they need to do is have a solid enough of a script to give him an excuse to keep killing people. That's all you have to do. And they're doing that. And they've got, John Wick 4 is clearly going to be coming out, and I think it's going to probably be even bigger than the last 3. So it's all big. Yeah, somebody said I was allowed to watch Die Hard at around that age. I turned out to be a doctor, so A+, Kev.
Yippee-ki-yay, mother, father.
Yeah. Somebody else said I watched the first RoboCop at 5, rated R. Okay, yeah, so people doing that.
I saw The Shining at age 4. I saw Porky's at age 5. Look at me. I'm okay.
Probably the toughest part about it, actually, that I was like most like, was the previews. Because they're showing like the new It. Honestly, for me, like I was like, I'm like, I can't watch oh my gosh, have you seen the new It movie?
It looks good.
They're doing another It?
Well, it's part 2. Oh, don't get no attitude about It because you don't know about It.
I don't know about it.
Clearly.
All I know is the clown with a balloon, and they just did one.
It looks horrifying.
It's gonna
the
be.
preview looks horrifying.
It's gonna be really good. The cast is really good. Virginia, speaking out of turn again.
Yeah.
The only way you can get me to go see John Wick or It is if you hid money or jewelry in the theater. And I'm just in there looking for the money and the jewelry.
Oh, there's a lot of movies you would have hated that they showed the previews too.
Hated.
If you actually sat down and watched even the new It was really, really good. I thought they did a great job with it, and I'm very excited about the new cast.
Yeah.
All right.
There's no way I would see that.
You would like it. Believe it or not, you would.
I'd be freaked out.
It looks horrifying.
It looks horrifying.
The previews, I'm still suffering from those previews.
No, that clown could shove that balloon where the sun doesn't shine.
I'm the one that's actually afraid of clowns, and I'm into it.
The one preview they showed that I'm like going, oh boy, It's a movie. I think it's called Crawl, and it's about like killer-sized gators, and a Cat 5 is about to hit the state of Florida.
Yeah,
And they're trapped in the basement with a killer gator or
those
something.
movies are terrible.
Oh, it looks awful. It looks terrible. And I think I read the thing about it, and they didn't even film any of it in Florida. It was filmed in another country.
Oh.
And I'm like going, okay, wait, a Cat 5's hitting the entire state of Florida?
Is that the one where there really are gators in the actual storm? Kind of like Sharknado.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be like, but they're like monster killer gators.
Gatornado.
There's so many of those kind of movies where there's something taking out the world. We're all about to die, then some superhero saves us.
Yeah, it was
Not even like a Marvel movie, but those type of movies.
Yeah, it was actually unbelievable timing because I was sitting there, I was like walking out of the theater talking to my wife. I'm like going, that movie's so dumb. I'm like, also too, like gators never attack. And then I looked at my phone like, oh, gator attacked somebody. Never mind. It's like, is this all part of the movie? I'm like, it's been a while. You don't hear it very often. I'm like, are they doing?
They're paying gators to attack people to help promote the film?
I think they are. I think that's exactly what
diabolical.
they're doing. It's very diabolical. So coming up here in just a couple of minutes, time to play another fun round. See how well you guys are paying attention to the whacked out news here. These are actual headlines from the state of Florida. Okay, so here's the first one. You got to fill in the blank here. This is a Florida headline match game. Man who said his girlfriend choked on his giant blank is cleared of murder. What belongs in the blank?
She choked on his giant
blank.
Drumstick.
And she died?
Yes. She died because of it, and he was up for a murder charge. Man who said his girlfriend choked on his giant blank is cleared of murder.
Drumstick.
Think it's drumstick?
I do.
I mean, I'm sorry, my mind's going kind of perverted.
Could be like his tongue.
Is it penis?
Virginia.
Sorry.
My God.
You weren't thinking it? Oh, okay.
I was thinking chicken wing.
Well, you're just hungry.
You see where your mind is. Your mind's in the gutter. Yours is in the fryer. All right. We'll find out who was right next. All right. So what do you think about this here? Filling in the blank. Florida headline match game. This is a real headline from the state of Florida. What belongs in the blank? Man who said his girlfriend choked on his giant blank is cleared of murder. Virginia went dirty. Jaybird went to the kitchen. Virginia thought it was penis.
I don't know. I'm just taking a guess.
Jaybird thinks chicken wing.
Is one of us wrong?
Okay, was it penis, chicken wing, or was it tongue? 3 options.
He said tongue twice. It's tongue.
It's tongue?
She choked on his tongue?
I don't know.
Some people got fat tongues, dog.
I mean, I got a fat tongue, but I don't think I could choke nobody out.
Okay.
I do have a fat tongue. You want to see?
Wow, Mean Simmons over here.
Mean
Simmons.
I can touch my nose.
That's great for the radio.
Okay, yeah.
Hey, Kev, let me do some other stuff that people can't see.
Okay. Virginia is actually right.
What?
Yes, that was a real story.
In your face.
You're right.
Kiss my big ass tongue.
She choked and died, and it became a murder trial.
Wow.
Yeah. Or manslaughter, I guess it was. Right?
That is technically manslaughter.
Woman slaughter.
Yeah.
That's horrifying.
That's what a terrible way to go, huh?
Ugh.
I mean,
Yeah.
why didn't you try to use your hands? Like, I would have yanked a testicle so hard.
I hear you, Virginia. Yeah, how does it happen? It's an interesting case.
Do you believe him?
Go back and look at all the court stuff, yeah. It was kind of a crazy story. Yeah, he was cleared of murder.
Cleared, Virginia.
Cleared.
Cleared, but we still look at you with stank eye.
Because he's a man, Kevin. A man.
Man. All right, Virginia's got 1 point here. Florida headline match game. Suspect denies owning cocaine in his blank. Okay.
I mean, come on. There's no way it's not butt.
Yeah, show us rectum.
Yeah. Yes. He denies owning the cocaine in his own blank.
It's not mine. Somebody put it there.
So, yeah, like this group of people bent me over and put it there.
It's not jeans. Isn't that what Lindsay Lohan
These
said?
aren't my pants.
It's on my pants, yeah.
Sorry, that is your bung.
Okay, this is another real headline here from the state of Florida. Titusville grandmother pops out blank to scare off nude man on back porch. Okay, is it A, breast, B, teeth, or C, adult toy? What did grandma pop out?
Teeth all day. Come on, Grandma.
What city?
Titusville.
Breast.
Okay.
Because it's cut.
Well, it's got it in the title, right? It's got to be right. Virginia goes up. It's teeth.
That's a trick question.
Yes, you're right. It is a trick question.
You're too in it.
Oh, yeah.
Titusville, come on. Yep. All right, what do you think about this? Man who marooned himself on Lake Eola Fountain says he took too much blank and wanted to be with the swans. Did he take too much A, crap, B, Tylenol, or C, MDMA?
I mean,
what do you think?
I think he said he took too much crap.
Okay. What do you
He
think,
just
Jay Bird?
lost it. He snapped.
Yeah.
MDMN or ecstasy.
Okay.
Just say ecstasy. It's too many letters.
I don't know the name.
His brain don't work that well.
MMDR. I don't know what it's called.
MMDVR?
Jay Bird got that one correct. That's MDMA. Yeah, he was tripping his balls off out there with the swans.
Okay.
Okay, Jay Bird, you can come back big time on this one. What do you think? Florida headline match game. What belongs in the blank? A man with a blank tattoo collapsed. Doctors didn't know what to do. Okay. A man with a blank tattoo collapsed. Doctors didn't know what to do. The tattoo, was it A, did it say drop dead? B, touch me, I sue? Or C, do not resuscitate? A man with a blank tattoo collapsed and doctors didn't know what to do.
This sounds like what a quippy story. It's the last one. Do not resuscitate.
Okay, you can say do not resuscitate.
That's what it is. I'll bet my face on that.
Okay, what do you think, Virginia?
Touch me and I sue. Do not resuscitate.
And
or
drop dead.
Drop dead.
Man with a drop dead tattoo collapsed. Doctors didn't know what to do.
I'm going drop dead.
You're going to go drop dead? The bird is back. Yes! He had a do not resuscitate tattoo, and doctor's like, I don't know. What do we do?
But you're being like zingy in my opinion on that.
Well, it's a serious, that's why it was a story. It was like a serious ethical dilemma.
What did they do?
I don't know. You have to read the story, but it is out there.
I mean, talk about a cliffhanger.
It is. I'll have to work on that.
There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
I told you there was a gator attack story that had happened in Brevard County, about 20 miles from Cape Canaveral. And maybe this was in retaliation to this story. A man posted a video of himself online holding a gator by its neck and using its teeth in an effort to shotgun a can of Michelob Ultra. After shotgunning the beer, the man tosses the alligator into the water with a hell yeah. Leonard Skinner's playing in the background. They couldn't get any more redneck than this. The video appears to be in Florida, and state wildlife officials are looking into the incident. So, trying to see what's going on there.
Shocking. That kind of behavior in Florida?
I know, right? Crazy. Imagine this happening. This is in Homestead. Dairy Queen there had a big old fight break out. The store manager and an employee's mother got into an argument over how the manager treated the woman's daughter.
Oh my gosh. Oh, it was a domestic.
Oh, yeah.
It just happened in Dairy Queen.
So as the woman and her daughter were leaving the store, the manager goes into the kitchen, grabs a pot filled with hot grease, and throws it at him.
What?
The employee and another family member then attacked the manager.
Oh my gosh.
And after the melee and the cops sorted everything out, the manager's been charged with aggravated battery and aggravated assault. The employee's mother was charged with simple assault. So everybody walked away with something.
He threw hot grease?
Hot grease.
I mean, that is just next level.
Tomorrow's sudden death. We would have thought about it in 09. I'm just saying.
Hot grease?
Yeah.
Anya?
Losers got to put their foot in hot grease. I think we would go viral though.
We would, huh?
That would suck if we did all that and we still didn't go
We've
viral.
already been crowned world's dumbest. What are
Yes.
you trying for now?
I know, but once you're on top, that's when the pressure really hits you. Getting there is the easy part.
How do you maintain that credibility? You can't let up now. There's a guy in Tarpon Springs, Florida last week that stole $1,450 from an Arby's and then, oddly enough, ran and hid in a McDonald's bathroom. When the cops found him, he said he stole the money because it, quote, was calling out to him. Doesn't matter. He's still facing felony charges.
What, were you ever A fan of the beef and cheddar?
I like the beef and cheddar.
I was talking to Fat Kevin.
Oh. You were
Yes.
looking at me, though, douche. Trying to make me look dumb.
Yes, I was. Used to go there a lot. And I get there. When I was a kid growing up, there was a place called Rack's Roast Beef.
I remember Rax. I think they had Rax in New Orleans.
Rax?
R-A-X?
You lived in a low-budget part of America. You know Rack's.
I think I know Rax.
Well, then you lived in a low-budget part of America.
What was Rax? It was like a roast beef
It
place?
basically was a knockoff Arby's.
Really?
It was cheap.
I
It
gotta-
was cheap Arby's.
Instead of a nice red hat, it had like a little paper hat.
Yeah, and it wasn't like real beef. It was like raccoon.
I am intrigued.
I think that's what Rax is short for.
Rax. A raccoon.
Rax roast beef.
That was their mascot. Yeah, speaking of Arby's, they've issued a press release to promise that they'll never serve a plant-based meat substitute. We've got the meat.
Okay, they're going the other way.
Yeah, they're going the other way.
It's a good positioning statement because there's some people that don't like the plant-based thing, and they're like revolting against how much plant-based stuff there is.
I think it's a good move because you're right. Some people feel like the plant thing is they're throwing it down your throat as a judgment. You should be better like I am.
they're
How
like,
dare
no,
you?
I'm going to Arby's where they have more meat.
Yeah, then some people are like, I love meat. I eat meat like crazy, and I'm going to eat more meat because you guys are eating less. So,
There you go.
Yeah,
It's
probably works.
differentiation.
well, it looks like a successful marketing ploy, but is this? IHOP is at it again. They're changing their name.
Are you kidding me?
You remember they did IHOB? Where the B was for burgers?
I just saw this commercial. They're doing it again. They're actually
They're doing it again.
They're trying to glom on to the bad campaign they did.
They're doubling down.
They're double down in a sense.
Yes. So now they're going to be changing their name to IHOP.
IHOP?
IHOP, yeah.
So the commercial was this. It shows all of these social media posts. This is the dumbest thing ever. Like a flash of all of these. They're running on the Major League Baseball network. And then they go, this voice comes on. We heard your complaint. And it shows the IHOB come up. And then it changes from the B to the P. IHOP is back. And that's their campaign.
Okay.
0 for 2.
Oh for 2 is right.
They say on June 3rd, you're going to find out what the P really stands for now. And people are having fun with it. A lot of people are speculating penis is.
You could go female or male genitalia.
Yeah, you really could.
Yeah, so people are now, because they don't know, trying to speculate what will the P stand for now in IHOP. Apparently, it's not pancakes anymore.
IHOP, I love your food. I hate your marketing campaign.
Yeah, you're just not delivering.
You're turning into a dork.
You're getting all this hype, and then you're underwhelming people, which is what you don't want to do.
They're at it again. Well, there's a guy in Oregon that broke into a barn on Saturday to steal some gas while he was trying to get away from the cops. Unfortunately, you might want to check to make sure that the canister of gas doesn't say diesel. Couldn't understand why his car broke down
Whoopsie.
shortly into the chase. He was just getting into it. What's going on? Diesel, dude. Cops in Louisiana are looking for a woman who went to a Walmart earlier this month. She only stole 2 different items, but she got a ton of it. Like $800 worth of toilet paper and vodka.
What?
I don't know what she's doing with her weekend, but it sounds awesome.
How do you get that much product out of the store?
She had carts and just walked right out with it. I don't know how still, and all they have is a surveillance video.
It depends on who's working the shift.
It sounds like an inside job, I bet.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
I bet you she knew somebody. That's more than one cart full of stuff.
Yeah. There's a woman in China that's making some news. Apparently, she went to go buy a new Volkswagen that was around $42,000 and paid for it in coins. 17 staff, 3 days, counting by hand. One worker's fingers were stained black from touching thousands of coins. One got
Money
cramps.
is dirty.
Yes. The woman who paid this way said she had saved the coins for over 10 years. She could pay any way she wants.
A local fountain donated all of their change to Little Smiles, and I can't tell you what a cleaning project that was.
Oh, I can
How much
imagine.
was it?
I think it was a couple $1,000s in change, but probably about 15 hours in man hours of technically wiping each coin because they oxidize.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That is a lot of work.
it's a lot of work, and it's so dirty. Money is dirty.
And you can't take those coins out. I mean, if
You
you
just
steal,
dump that on a bank and be like, hey, here you go. They don't take it, huh?
I don't know. Does the bank take it?
I don't know, but I think they have to take it. And if you steal someone's wish out, I mean, that's the worst kind of karma. It's bad karma to steal someone's wish.
Really?
You learned that in Goonies.
Okay, yeah.
Remember mouth? I'm taking it back. I'm taking them all back.
That was a dramatic. The acting
Very
is getting better,
dramatic. Yeah.
Good.
Why didn't you bring that out during Facebook fishing?
I don't know. I'm not a strong reader.
This is a kind of an ironic story. There is a Noah's Ark theme park in Kentucky that is suing its insurance company because apparently after it rained and flooded, it damaged the ark. So,
That's on you.
right.
If you didn't build your ark up to Noah's standards,
Right.
come on.
Yeah, come on. I mean, if it's getting tore up by the Kentucky rains and floods, that's definitely not going to live up to Noah's standards.
Real quick, the Rax roast beef. Do you remember the slogan?
No.
All the right stuff. That's their slogan.
Was it really?
It's one of 4 slogans, but that was a big slogan for them. All the right stuff. Fast food with style.
And
Got to
don't
get back
fart
to
on the buffet.
Yes. Don't fart on the buffet.
Nobody followed that rule.
Nobody followed that rule at Rax.
Looking for what's going on in South Florida? Sign up for our KVJ e-blast and stay connected.
Well, something is going on this week. Some schools last week. It was my absolute least favorite day of the entire year. I had dread probably a month or two before this day went off. I was a fat kid, and all fat kids hate field day.
I knew you were going to say field
All
day.
fat kids hate field day. It was the worst. And I remember what my nemesis was. I think they call it the 800. And all I know is it was 2 or 4 laps around the soccer field. And it is the time of year where, you know, it was southeastern Ohio heat, but it was hot for a fat kid. And I'd sweat through my t-shirts. I get that boob sweat. And of course, people make fun of that. And I'd probably throw up. And I'd always finish last.
Did you hate it more than the presidential physical fitness day where they had to measure everything?
Oh, I do remember the measurement day. That was very prying too. That was terrible.
Terrible.
they make you get
and they
on-
made you do like chin-ups and pull-ups and sit-ups and to see how good you could do.
It's terrible.
Well,
That was humiliating. I mean, it was awful because one, I couldn't do it. Then I get teased. Then it was all.
Well, they put you on a scale in
Terrible.
front of everybody.
Yes.
Okay, Fat Kevin, get on the scale.
They
Okay.
called you Fat Kevin?
You weigh 185 pounds.
FK. That's yeah. Fat Kevin. That was it. It was
But,
terrible. I
see,
hated all that.
At our field day, they used to give us popsicles in the middle of field day. Would you get some of those?
Now Fat Kevin's back in.
No.
Popsicles?
Yeah. It'd have been a different thing. I didn't figure out how to get out of the running and get the popsicles. That was just it. It was terrible. I remember, I think one year I got a doctor's note. I'd either try to play sick or I'd try to get a doctor's note that I had some kind of twisted knee or something. Like I'd be limping for a couple days before. Oh, I can't do it.
Ice cream truck. You start running.
That's how they trick me.
Fat Kevin didn't run. He'd walk fast.
You know what I mean.
That actually would have really helped me in the 800. That had an ice cream truck. That's the only one. I'd
Have
got
the
right
truck
through it.
just a few paces ahead of you.
Amazing. You finished first this year. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, I hated it though. Oh,
Would
it
you
was the
get the
worst.
really bad sweat bubbles, lead the league in sweat bubbles on your lip?
Oh no, I'd have boob sweat. It was terrible. I wasn't worried about the sweat bubbles on my lip. I was worried about the faucet underneath my big kid boobies.
And then the teasing.
Oh, and then the teasing
would
came from that.
ensue.
Oh, it's terrible. Yeah, I was talking to a buddy of mine. His kid just went through the field day stuff. He's like, oh, he loves it. I'm like, loves it? Oh, it's terrible.
I loved it. Oh, I loved field
Well,
day.
you were an athlete. Now you're just showing off in front of Fat Kevin.
Fat Kevin, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah,
Ice cream truck.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I didn't get you athletes. Oh, it's terrible. Somebody said field day was also torture for the skinny, sickly kids. I was in the back running with them. Asthma, and
Asthma kids are passing Fat Kevin.
It was if you were like trying to lay bets, who's going to win, the fat kid or the skinny kid with asthma? We were both in the back for different reasons, crying and wheezing.
The asthma kids lapped Kevin.
Oh, it was terrible. Oh, it was just terrible. Just the misfit crew in the back of the pack. Gosh, I hated it. Somebody sent in they had an issue with their kid when it came to field day. They did the tug of war too. And that I don't get, because that you could rip a kid's arm off.
You
doing
can like
that.
rip the skin off your hand.
Oh, right.
Tug of war is intense.
Tug of war is very dangerous. I'm glad
Yeah.
we do it every year at our beer fest.
Yes.
Did we
Save them.
still do that last year? I think
Drunks
that's a
just ping off
terrible,
concrete.
What
Terrible
could happen?
idea.
What could happen at a drinking event?
Terrible
Playing with
idea.
a bunch of booze and go tug on a piece of rope.
But you're right. Tug of war's a dangerous game.
It is.
Yeah. I said here in an email, my son's in 5th grade. I also got a 4th grade daughter, and they did their field day activities. They did the tug of war. My son was talking about how awesome it was that they won, except there was one that they lost out of the 5 matches they did. Gosh, 5, that's a lot. And apparently it was when they went up against the girls. And my daughter piped in immediately, yeah, it wasn't fair, Dad. We were so mad. They had some man come to be the anchor for the girls' team. So we won, but we didn't really win. And we could have done it without him. We felt like we had more girls than the boys, and we thought we were going to be able to take this by ourselves. But no, they had to bring a man in to be our hero to make us win. And so he anchored and like made this whole big to-do, like, oh, I'm so stronger than all the boys. It was really about him showing off. I think we could have won without him. I mean,
We have to
come
see
on.
video footage of this.
Yeah,
We can't pass judgment. We weren't there.
we want to get really mad, Kevin, but we need
Yeah.
more.
And he said, who thinks this is a good idea to teach the girls that the only way they could beat boys is with a man on the team?
It's a terrible, terrible thing to teach our girls.
Taylor
Terrible
Swift, yay!
Yay.
All those girls should have ganged up and kicked the anchor in the balls. Anchor this.
You probably had that one teacher that was trying to make up for all of his unathletic days. He was probably the fat kid that finished last on field day. He's like, finally, this is my chance. When I go up against kids, I'm going to look like a hero today.
I'm going to show them now, but you're not. I mean, they're emailing into our show saying they want to kick you in the balls.
Calling you out.
Yeah, they basically are. Okay. What was your least favorite event? What was the worst event for field day as a kid? To me, it was the
Pull-ups.
800.
The pull-ups. I could not do them.
So I think you're getting this confused with the field days when you do like the races and the
Yeah, we
you're
did-
talking about. I know you're talking about like the presidential fitness test. This is field day at the end of the year where all of the grades get together and they play kickball. They play
Yeah.
all those games.
The football toss, I was good at that because I was just standing there and throwing. The one where you didn't have to move at all, I was okay at it, and I liked that one. But yeah, there was a lot of running stuff that happened.
I mean, anytime there was a lot of running, but again, I don't make you feel bad, Fat Kevin. I really loved field day. I liked running.
It's terrible. And I think they did. Did they do Did they do sack races?
Yes, we did sack races as well.
Oh, of course, the fat kid couldn't pull up and hop. Yeah. Oh, it was just a clown show out there.
Everybody else had 2 people. You had 1.
You got excited.
They didn't bring no big enough sack.
You thought it was.
It was. I barely fit in the sack. It was form fitting.
That little asthma kid was like, no, he'll crush me.
You thought it was snack races. No, sack races.
Yeah, it was snack races. Yeah. Me and asthma kid.
Did you miss a segment from the KVJ Show? Find it on kvjshow.com or soundcloud.com/KVJ Show.
Yeah, young fat Kevin wasn't into field day, but he would be into National Hamburger Day, which is today.
Oh, Fat Kevin.
Oh, yeah.
We had National Hamburger Day yesterday. We was grilling.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, I know a lot of people probably did.
Oh, I love grilling.
Whether you want it or not, you're getting that Fat Kevin song. Oh, it's on deck, my friend.
Okay,
Oh,
good.
yeah.
I think we should. Why not? Got some photos for the video?
I was going to ask you, do you have Fat Kevin photos?
No, I do.
Okay, good. I do need a
Yeah.
ton of those.
You'll be set. Don't worry about it. Plenty. Yeah, today, National Hamburger Day, they found that 79% of us like cheese on our burgers. Okay, get that.
Double cheese
Double
if you're doing it
cheese,
right.
yeah.
That's how we did it yesterday. You put it on right as it's finishing cooking, and then you close the lid and let it like melt so it's oozing. Double cheese is going to drip, but it's worth it.
You can
yeah.
also put little cheese cubes in your meat, too, and then they cook inside your burger.
Now you're just
Okay.
fancy.
Yeah, that was the number one thing that people like. 71% like lettuce, 66% like tomatoes, 58% like onions, and 54 like pickles. See, I'm kind of surprised that tomatoes and onions and lettuce would outrank pickles.
I love me some relish, too. I could eat relish just out of the damn container.
Relish on a hot dog. Ugh, so good.
You're making me want to eat bad. I'm supposed to start my diet today for the Naked Mile.
You've already lost.
I think I have, because I'm about to go to the vending machine.
I see it in your eyes.
It ain't-
Today ain't your day.
It ain't today. You're right.
It's going south fast.
It's not going to be today. And I know that in my enlarged heart.
In my enlarged heart.
What is the best kind of thing you can put on a burger? They do different kinds now. Like they got the California burger. It's got your avocado, tomato, onion.
Ooh, I love a fried egg.
Some places do that. It's like their little signature.
I like a Western. Give me some barbecue sauce. Give me some extra cheddar cheese, and then throw an onion ring on that son of a bee.
Oh, I like that. Throw a little bacon on there.
Ooh, yeah.
You can do that as well.
How do you feel about an onion ring on a burger? Is that
Awesome. Yes.
Is that too hard to eat though?
It gets a little bit big. Like you got to
Right.
squish it down.
Are
Yeah.
you going to ask Tequesta over here, or are you going to ask somebody who knows about burgers? Lake Park. Okay. Yes. You put an onion ring on the burger.
I grilled burgers yesterday. What you talking about?
Tequesta burgers. Let me guess. You put mahi on it. Yeah.
No, they were beef. America.
Yeah, if you put like crumbled blue cheese on your burgers.
Tequesta
yeah.
burger.
I would
Tequesta
do that.
burger.
I would totally put crumbled blue
Tequesta
cheese.
burger.
Yeah, it is. That's what they should call it. Should be like a new place. All right, well, go celebrate today, National Hamburger Day. All right, got the After Show podcast going to be coming up. You can catch that live on YouTube. Also going to be on our regular podcast later on today. Just listen right to the last 30 minutes of it. Before we get to that, Jay Bird, you would wrap it all up today with a closing thought.
This is kind of like a lesson within a quote, and I hope I haven't done this one yet.
Chances are you have.
Well, tell me if it sounds familiar,
Okay.
my friend. Grab a plate and throw it on the ground. Okay, done. Did it break? Yes. Now say sorry to it. All right, I'm sorry, plate. Did it go back to the way it was before? Nope, still broken. Do you understand?
All right, first of all, it was a little long.
Oh, my God.
Second of all, I am not a plate.
You're breaking this plate. Don't break this plate.
You're not a plate either. The music ran out.
Symbolism.
Chapter 9.
Do you need more KVJ Show? Find everything KVJ at kvjshow.com.